All right, welcome everybody. Here we are for some strength training. Let's go ahead and get warmed up with some rotations. About a 5-minute warm up here. And up and over with the elbow. Toe touch, reach up. In and out with the arms. Heel touch. Pull those toes up. There we go. Work the front of the shins. Right in the front of the legs. Skipping rope. Heels come up. And other direction. Toes come up nice and slow. And half jacks. Rotate. Sometimes these Zoom backgrounds remind me of Mork and Mindy. You remember that TV show? They'd use the green screen a little bit. I think that was when it kind of got used a little more. Push across. Nanu, nanu. Up and over. Spread the fingers. And then heel touch, comb the hair. And then we'll do some warm-ups with a little bit of balance. So we'll go kicking to the side and kind of hold for a brief moment. So today we'll do a balance strength combo. Try to do some balance while we do each of our strength exercise. And be careful, you don't want to fall while you're exercising. Right, and then we're going to go ahead and reach forward. This is a warrior 3, moving warrior 3. So you see, I'm going to put my leg back and reach. Maybe just reach to the chair. Same leg the whole time. About 4 or 5 more. Just warming up really and working that dynamic balance for a tad bit. Don't have to go very far, it could just be there. Let's try the other leg. About 5 more. Good, and then we have 1 more of those, the leg up. We'll do the same leg the whole time again. Balance for a brief moment and stretching the back of the leg there, the rear end. Couple more. Good, and then the other side. And then roll the hips around. And other direction. Okay, so let's get the band out first. And we're going to be doing a balance chest press combination. All right, so put your band behind your back, and we're going to go right underneath the arms and choke up high. And then from there, we're going to work on our balance along with that. So you're going to hold up the whole time and just press out. Nice and slow. And you can always do these seated or whatever you prefer if you need to do something different. You don't want to fall working your balance, getting your arms all wrapped up and everything. So if you have to, just mimic the motions and work the balance, or don't work the balance and do the band. Let's do 5 more of these. Good. Next one's going to be a bicep curl. We're going to put the band underneath the foot, and then you even it out to where you want it so that it's easier on this side or harder based on how you want it. And we'll start with the curl. And then from there, you can put your foot back, working your balance at the same time. But be careful on all of these. You don't want to tie up your hands, not be able to grab something if you have that bad of balance. You can always have your foot come up and down. That's another method to make it not so difficult. Exhale up, inhale down. Kind of like that little donkey kick back with the bicep curl. Do 3 more. All right, other side. And here we go. Make sure it's underneath there. You don't want it to slip and hit you in the face. All right. Make sure it's solid. About 2 more here. Excellent. All right. The next one's going to be a pull down. All right. So there's a couple different options here. You can start with just the band about shoulder width or just past shoulder width, and you're going to be pulling it down into the chest. Then you have the sumo squat you can put with it. Toes are really turned out a little bit and coming down so that your knees are right over your ankles. And then you pull at the same time. Then if you want to add balance to it, step up, sumo squat. So do whichever is best for you. Do not get your hands tied up, lose your balance, and fall today. Nice sunny day here. You don't want to ruin it. Let's do about 4 more. Last one here. Excellent. All right, then we have the palms up. This is going to be a shoulder blade squeeze. Palms will be up. And if you want to add the balance, 1 foot in front. And you're just going to go out. What we can do is you can just go out with it. You can alternate. And then you can also twist and alternate. And you can look back at it, working your balance. So lots of different options. Do what's best for you. Exhale out, inhale in. One more each side. And relax on that. Good, turn the hands around. All we're gonna do is stretch a little bit. Give ourselves a little break, reach up, stretch, and then relax. We'll do about 3 of those. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, relax. One more, inhale, reach up. And exhale, relax. Good, let's go to a row. A little hard to do a balance one with this row because we're sitting and our feet are underneath the band. So put the feet on top of the band there and cross the handles, rolling back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Ten more. And try to just move the arms, not move the back, forward and back, just the arms. Three more. Good. All right, next one, you got options. Again, this is one to be very careful on. Seated version, no problem, just out and in. But if you want, you can stand up and do this underneath the feet. Again, you got to be careful. But what you're going to do is you're going to step to the side. This will work your balance a little bit. I'm just stepping to the side with the band underneath my feet. Choose the option that's best for you so that you don't fall or hurt yourself. Yeah, go the distance or just out and in with seated, whatever you got to do. We're going to go one more time here. And the other direction. It'll work those thighs, outer thighs. And relax. Good. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of the band. We're done with that for today. Let's get our weights out. And we're gonna do sit-ups. So we won't put any balance with this, I suppose. Although we could bring a leg up. Bring the leg up as you come in though. And we could alternate that. It'll work a little more core. Inhale back, exhale forward. If you want to make it harder, just scoot yourself forward a little more so it makes it more of a sit-up. About 5 more. All right, and we're gonna go to a side bend. So you can put both weights in one hand, if you like. But today's balance combination with strength. So here's how we're gonna do it if you want to do that. So what you'll do is put the weights in one hand still, and you're gonna come this way and bring the leg up. You might even want to have this chair close by. And I bend, bring the leg up as I balance, so I can touch if I need to. But try not to. Try to just do the side bend into the single leg balance. And again, you got to be careful on these. You want to push yourself. That's the idea of strength training and balance training and any sort of thing that you're trying to get better at, is to push yourself to be a little bit harder. Make it just a little harder, but not too hard. Good, let's try the other side. Kind of reminds me of a book called Flow. It was popular in the 80s, where you wanted to challenge yourself just enough, but not too much. And that's hence the name, staying in the flow of things. About 4 more of these. Good. Next one's going to be a row. Now you could do a seated row if you want, or you can do a standing row with your self bent forward a little bit, or you can do a balance with it if you want. I'm going to lean toward my chair just in case. And here we go. This is one of those where you can pick it up each time too, make it a little easier, or you can hold it. That's the hardest. But do what's best for you. That's the motto today. And no falling. About 6 more. Just keep trying. Good. We'll do the other side now. About 10 to 12 each side. One more. Perfect. All right. Then we're going up to the balls of the feet along with the press. But I want you to hold it up there for a second, like you're putting a box on a shelf or trying to get it off. Got to hold there for a second and then back down. About 6 more of these. Exhaling up. It's a good one to just exhale up, get all the air out, and then inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Good. All right, let's set a weight down. We're going to do side kicks. Again, you can work your balance by holding briefly. We'll just do this one side, and then we'll switch. Five more. Last one. Okay, other side. I always like to lean toward my chair just in case. You never know. Bit of a pause. 5 more. Excellent. All right, let's see your bicep curls next. So that's going to be a one leg up. And you could always have a seat if you prefer and skip the balance if you need to. Bicep curl, single leg. Going for about 12 of these. And then we'll switch sides and do another 12. 6 more. Exhale up, inhale down. Good. Let's just switch sides. Keep bicep curling. Switch legs. Three more. All right, let's take a break, have a seat. And we'll just kind of do a march it all out. We put a lot of pressure on all those muscles, just kind of march them out, shake them out a little bit. A lot of good balance there. All right, do a heel drop. Just pull your heel up and drop it. Hold each time. Four more. All right, and then we're going to do the toes up. Excellent. Let's go back to another round of sit-ups. Back and forth. Inhale back, exhale forward. About three more. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and set the weights down and get your ball out. We're going to do more balance work with the ball. All right, so put the ball between the legs. And we're going to do squeezing while you're balancing. So if you, and you can always just do squeezes too, or seated squeezes, but just like so. Try to have your foot pointed forward, this foot here, instead of out. Have it forward, in, and when you're secure, feel free to try it. You can always bring your hand up, squeeze each time, or try to hold it and just do all of them. Whatever's best for you, remember. About 5 more of these. Good, let's try the other side. About 10 squeezes, we'll say 10 to 15. Couple more. Good, and then let's just go into some squats. Sitting back. You might think of just putting your rear back and then forward. That's a good way to do these. Push back and then forward. We get out of touch with these glute muscles in the back of the rear. And what you'll do is when you come up all the way, that's when they tighten. A lot of times people will do this. You never tighten those muscles. You want to make sure to go up and tighten, then relax. Now go up and squeeze the ball, squeeze the glutes. Do this 5 times. Perfect. All right, let's have a seat. We are going to go to about middle back, and we're going to be pressing the ball into the back, or back into the ball, I should say. Press back into the ball, into the chair, and then relax. Exhale. Inhale. This is not a big movement. Exhale. You might think of inhale, taking your belly button to your spine. So exhale, belly to spine. Inhale, relax. About 10 more. Working the core here. Exhale. Inhale. That'll help your balance. About 5 more. Last 2. All right, so we're going to finish with just some simple little exercises for helping some of these joints. We'll start with the knees. Put the ball underneath your leg, and we're going to kick, hold for about 2 or 3 seconds, and then relax. So a good hold. And when you relax, try to let it down slow. Relax and up. Relax. And so just go about like that pace at your own. It could be an inhale and then exhale. Keep exhaling. And then inhale. So you could really work your exhales and deep belly breathing while you do this too. Just don't pass out or get heady on me here. Good, let's hold it up and just little pulses, about 20 times. And then go back to slow and a little hold, slow and a little hold. Just a little more on the knee. All right, let's try the other side. So start with the exhales that we did earlier. So you're going to exhale real long, and then inhale, open the belly. Exhale. Inhale. And just a couple more of those. Good, then hold it up and just up and down. And more. Excellent. Let's go ahead and march it out. And a little grip strength. Squeeze, relax. Excellent. Well, let's stand on up. Got a couple more balances for you, and then we'll close up with some stretching. Tree pose and twist the top onto the jar at the same time. So this is just going to be where you're just going to grab, squeeze, and rotate. And then you have your tree pose. And again, do what's best for you. So I'm just balancing on one foot, twisting the top onto the jar. Keep trying. If you lose it, pick it back up. And let's do the other direction with the top. Take it off. Make it the tight top. Gotta really squeeze to get it off. Excellent. All right. Other side. Start with, put the top on the jar, make it really tight. All right, take the top off. Squeeze hard as it tight. You tightened it up pretty tight there. All right, relax on that. Put your take your fingers and just pull them away to give you a stretch in your hands. Okay, and then we can do like a warrior 3 squeeze. You can forego the ball if you need to, but basically you're going to squeeze like so. Make sure you don't do this squeeze because that could hurt the wrists. So notice my wrists are pretty neutral in a pretty straight line when I do my squeezes. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do warrior 3 squeeze and then relax. Let's alternate this time. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax. All right, we'll slow it down here. Squeezing right at the front. Two more. Excellent. Go and relax on that, set the ball down. And we got one more for you, walk the line. So all you're gonna do is pick a straight line. If you got hardwood floors, it's even easier. But what you'll do is just follow a straight line on the floor, heel to toe. Don't walk too far away from your chair if you're worried about balance. If you've got a hallway in the house, that's great because you can kind of do it that way. But walk your line and then go back. Heel to toe. Give me 2 rounds of those. One more going back. Excellent. All right, that brings us to our stretch. Let's go and have a seat. And we're going to put one leg out. Take a deep breath in. And just exhale, leaning forward. Keep the back straight, chest to toes. Go a little further. Good. And then point and flex your foot. And the other side. Deep breath in. A little further. Could just be a matter of straightening your back. You'll feel the stretch more. Okay, point and flex. And then reach up. Take a couple deep breaths right in the belly there. Go to one side. And other side. And forward fold. Stretching your lower back and your upper back by turning it, bending it. Good, and then we'll face the side. One leg back, reach up. All right, other side. Reaching up. And back to center. Twisting is next. Good posture. Push yourself up and then turn. And other side. And then next, go back all the way. Grab the side of the chair and just stretch your neck. Take a couple deep breaths up in the chest and collarbone area this time. And other side. And last, we'll just do some breath enjoyment here. Enjoy the breath. I like to get in the spot where I'm kind of like I'm out of breath, sort of thing. And just think about how nice it is to breathe and enjoy your breathing. Just taking one more nice long breath. All right, then we'll come to heart center. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again for coming and joining me, and I'll see you next time.